Did you guys enjoy that song from Astrid? It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Guys, welcome to another day for Animal Crossing Villager Hunts. This is day number 10. Wasty, how's it going? Oh, you like my waiting screen? Thank you. Actually, my wife made it for me, so she's pretty awesome. Little Miss Loki Roki. So today we are still looking for Spike. Yesterday we found Raymond. He's still in my town, but we got rid of Lucky. This doesn't mean anything to you guys, but the idea is Raymond's still in the town for now. I'm not gonna keep him, but we're still looking for Spike. Like, that's top priority, is looking for Spike. And we can't run into Raymond now because he's still in our town, so yes. Also, all of our villagers are blocked off because it's easier to kick out. Gotta make that money. Nah, Lori actually had one in her town, and he was customized. Like, somebody had given him custom stuff, so she didn't want him, so she's kicking him out to have my fresh one. Uh-oh, why is it a new day? Oh, because it rolled over to 5. Yeah. Okay. I'm just nervous. I don't want to screw anything up. Nope. Started the game, just like you said. I think we're good. I think we're on the right track here. So how's it going, guys? Doing anything interesting today? Ooh, I gotta get a new outfit for today. Look at those eyes. Alright, new outfit. Every morning this week you plan to stream and then you get up and do other stuff. Well, I sincerely appreciate when you stream during the day because I spend a lot of time doing nothing at work. So it's always nice when you guys stream. It does make the day go by quicker, and I have somebody to chit-chat with, so. Plus, it makes your guys' stream a little bit more interesting. Even though I'm not always, like, 100% there, but... Today was actually a pretty bad day, because I had a lot of garbage going on. Raymond's price has gone down a bit. Yeah, quite a bit. Not just a bit, quite a bit. Oh, man. Oh, yes. The doctor gets out of his outfit and he this is his attire. What do we pick? Jeez. Ah, here we go. Sailor Moon. Wait, sorry. That made no... I had no context for that. I look over and I see Sailor Moon and I'm just like, Sailor Moon? What? Oh, my sailor uniform. Yeah. You want to start setting up a schedule for yourself. I had poop hat. I had a I had a period of time not too long ago. It was the beginning of this year, the end of last year, where my work, the place that I was working, shut down, and I was unemployed for like a while, like 4 months. And then I spent a lot of time just like doing nothing, and my schedule was all kind of wonky, and you know, sleeping whenever and waking up whenever. Like it it's fine for a while, and then it's like all of a sudden you're like, I can't do this anymore. I have to be on a schedule. And I totally felt that. Like, I got to the point where it was like, I can't do this anymore. And then I found a job, and then it was bad, and then I found another job, and then it got a lot better. What's changing here? Oh, these are socks. I thought they were like wristbands or something. Oh man, I don't know. The poop is kind of funny, but man, this bear hat with these clothes, I kind of look like a DJ. If only I had a helmet on. For a few weeks you were happy doing whatever, but this week has been like, ugh, yeah, I completely understand. Absolutely. Oh, some cute sandals. Man, the shoes today are terrible. Look at these options. Like, every single one is terrible. All I see with these shoes are like the XD face. Where like the mouth of the sandal, or sorry, where you put your foot in is the mouth, and then the bow is the face. It's like anyway, we need something that kind of matches. Here we go. We'll go with white. I actually really like this look. It's really funny. Yep, we're going for it. Bam. Look at that. All right, now we leave. Oh wait, I need to make sure that I have tickets. Yes. All right, we're good. Let's do it. Oh, I need to start on my counter. Hang on. Oh man, I used to listen to a band called 311. It's been forever. Sorry, I want to make sure my alert box was on as well. Because, man, yesterday I had my alert box off, and it was really... made me really sad. Alright, first one of the day. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Marshall. I actually like Marshall over Raymond. Oh no! I got a low battery. No. All right. This is actually a cool color combo for the controllers. This is the EV brown and then the traditional gray. Looks kind of nice. All right. Well, it's not Norma, so that's a plus. Can we please? So for someone who hasn't played Animal Crossing until the latest one, what's the hype with Raymond and Marshall? Basically, they're new to this. Marshall isn't new to this generation? Well, in any case, Raymond is new to this generation, and because of his aesthetic, I think a lot of people really liked. The cats are usually more popular anyway, but then because of his aesthetic and his like double eye color, I think just everybody wanted him. And then Nookazon came out where you could like trade items and stuff, and people were able to post Raymond on there. And everybody who wanted Raymond was willing to pay whatever, especially during the hype. It's kind of calmed down now, but during the hype, that was like a big deal. So, you know, people were forking out millions and millions of bells and tickets to get him. Marshall, I think it's just because he's, you know, he's got a cool style, and his personality is cutesy, so I really do like Marshall. Aw, Lori, thanks for subscribing. Where's my subscribe thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's there. My little corgi, it popped up. I didn't hear the sound though. It should have chimed in my ear. Either way, I saw it. But yeah, thanks, Lori. Yeah, I'm right there. Raymond's not too bad, but I really don't like his house. His cat office, yeah. I don't really know. I don't know. It's boring to me. Now, if he was more like a hipster cat, I think I would dig that way more. Because, I mean, his style definitely could go hipster, but then you look at his house and it's like, but you're just an office cat. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have an office cat in real life, but you know, when my Twitch stream blows up and I can work from home, then all of my cats will be office cats. It'll never happen. It's fine. I'm okay with this. I don't do Twitch to make any money. I do it because it's fun. I hope I picked the right thing, because I have no idea what I'm picking. Randomly go to Lori's Island. DB, what's up, man? Oh, Raymond and Marshall are both slug type. Smug. I said smug, Lori. What are you talking about? Smug type. So they're sweet. Aww. What? All of that's my villager type is slug. I'm the slug type villager. I hate this one because you gotta go all the way up. What's gonna be? I don't see. Oh, Marina? Is that her name? Marina? Yeah. I get it. I think all the octopus are really cute. Though I'm not really a fan of Octillery or Octavian. Octillery, yeah. Octillery is a Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. It's funny because they're like the same color too. I have a feeling if you were to throw a Pokeball at any one of the Animal Crossing villagers, you would probably have a chance to catch it. No, I can't. Yeah, it would be a lot of finagling. Maybe you'll get Raymond. Lori said that she's gonna be hunting too, so she's doing that in the background. Aw, it's Vic, the Viking. Gosh dang it, Danny. I don't believe we've met. My name is Vic. Fancy to meet you. Those eyes, man. So, DB, have you bought Crystal Chronicles yet? I don't know. I don't know. I'm really disappointed. Oh, good. You haven't bought it yet. So then that makes me not feel as bad to say that I might not want to buy it. I don't know how much it is. I'm pretty sure it is like 60 bucks. I haven't looked, but you wish you could say it was a no-brainer, but I know, man, tell me about it. I think it's smart to just hold off. As much as I want to play it so much, the way they have things set up is so dumb. I was so excited for the game too, but I just... Hopefully, there's definitely a lot of people complaining about it, so hopefully with the complaints, they'll change things, and maybe it will be better, but... Only time will tell. Which means if Kaylee... I feel like Kaylee's on the verge of getting Pokemon finished. Which is good, because that means we can do the Pokemon podcast this weekend. And then we'll probably start Final Fantasy VIII if we're not... I'll have to talk with Kaylee and see what she wants to do, but that's probably what we're going to play next, Final Fantasy VIII. If Kaylee hasn't finished Pokemon, I have no idea what we're going to do. Because if we're not going to play Crystal Chronicles, then it'll just be Final Fantasy VIII, which was the original plan. It's the anteater guy. I think I've seen this guy every single time too, Crano, with his super eyebrows. Super eyebrows! Get me out of here. I don't even know. I have no idea. How much will I get back from your... Yeah, I know. Lori was wondering how much I get for a subscription, for people subscribing. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I wanted to put a donation goal on there. Kaylee! I wanted to put a donation goal on... I'm not gonna make anybody want to give me any money if I talk like a moron. Sorry, tongue-tied. I wanted to put a donation goal on there so that I could buy a new camera. That's what I would like to do. But, you know. Like, I feel like I could fork out the $30 to buy Pocahontas. Like, that's not that big of a deal. But, you know, $1,000 camera, I might need a little help on that one. It'll at least be a good, like, goal point. Not that my camera is terrible. It's not terrible. But I did only buy it for $5 at a Goodwill, so, you know, it's not great. Hey, Kaylee. Check out my, my Zap Night glass. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see it. Heck yeah. Oh, there, kinda. Yeah, Zap Night hydration. It's sweet tea today. Sugar-free sweet tea. Because I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm succeeding, in fact, to lose weight. My pants don't fit, so there's that. I actually was considering, we have a bin of clothes that are like too small. And I was considering busting into that bin and trying on some shirts. There's one shirt in particular that I was able to wear a long time ago. It was a Capcom shirt. And that's like my goal shirt. Like, if I can get into that shirt, I'll be happy. Oh, yeah, our previous job gave us some free stuff, yeah. So I have like a ton of Zap Night stuff. Like, we have I think we have 2 of those glasses. We have a bunch of water bottles. A bunch of notepads and Post-its and... freaking awesome. And then they shut down because they were giving away all of our my salary was being used for free crap. But you know, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I actually have more free time at my job now than I did at my last job, so more time to spend on Zap Night videos and podcasts and graphics. That was gonna be my goal for today while I was working, is working on some graphics for the stream, but I ended up drawing instead. That's how I roll. Oh yeah, we'll have to do that. That's what we need to use our Discord for. Speaking of, if you guys check out the About page, we'll eventually build a bot to be able to help us show off the stuff. But if you check out our About page, there is a link to join our Discord server. So if you're interested at all to hang out and chat with us, that would be a cool place to do it. And I check it regularly, though right now it's just me and Kaylee in there. So, you know. But that will change eventually. I mean, I guess it just depends on how much you guys like talking to me. I mean, I'm awfully boring. Piers! I do like Piers. I don't like most of the eagles, but there's a few. Speaking of Discord, Kaylee actually built most of the stuff going on in Discord. So if you don't like it, she's the one to complain. But no, Kaylee, thank you so much for setting that up. It's awesome, and I think it'll be a cool place to hang out for people finding us. Kaylee, by the way, is Dagger Tribal in the chat. She's my sister and our co-host most of the time on the podcast. I think I forgot to tick up on that one. Oh man, I'm missing 2. 6. Right? 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay. You were in the other room, but you heard your name. I was just giving you credit for the Discord server. That's all. And saying thanks. There's a few things that I think I'd like to add, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. So we'll, if I think of them, I'll let you know. You like credit? I don't like credit. Companies give me credit and then I spend it on stupid stuff like video games. And then I have to get my money back because video games are stupid. Freaking Crystal Chronicles. So annoying. Darn kids and your video games. Vidya. Back in my day. Okay, so speaking of darn kids and their video games, we at one point Vegeta games. At one point we subscribed to like the neighborhood. It was like it's like a website for neighborhoods to be able to communicate amongst themselves, and it turned out to just be a place to complain about your neighbors. So I left. Lori apparently was still getting the emails for it, but one of the emails in there talked about make sure. Oh, it was something about kids coming to her house to mow the lawn, and so she gave them like $10 to pull weeds or something like that. Nextdoor app, yeah, I think it is the Nextdoor app. And she at the bottom, after talking about the kids coming to her house, at the bottom she said something like, "These kids are so nice and they're working so hard for their money. Keep your kids from playing video games." Like, whoa! This got negative really fast. Darn kids. Shouldn't be playing video games all day. Get a real job. Whoa, lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down. That reminds me, another story. A friend of mine, kind of friend, acquaintance, I don't know. Anyway, I did an interview on her podcast, and it had nothing to do about video games, but she wanted to give me a shout out for my podcast, so I told her about my podcast. She's like, "Oh no, video games?" And I'm like, "Yeah, is that a problem?" She's like, "You're not one of those people that just goes around killing people all day, are you?" And I'm like, "Well, not necessarily, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal." Like, if you look at it, the people who are playing the video games are not the ones going out killing people because they're at home playing video games. Real men. Real men don't have Xboxes. They have lawnmowers. Xboxers. So, you guys want to hear you guys want to hear a really funny story? Speaking of boxers. Oh, man. I've told the story a few times in older streams, but man, it's such a funny story. I'm such an idiot. So, this place that I worked at, we got transferred to work in like a different area. And it was kind of like off-season type work where we were helping someone else. It wasn't like our typical job. Anyway, the whole department was sent to a specific area to help load paper into a machine. And when you start getting down in the big crate of paper, you kind of have to bend down and get them. Well, anyway, this one particular day, I happened to be wearing car boxers, like from the movie, the Disney Cars movie, and this girl walked up to me who was kind of in our group of transferred people. She's like, "So you like cars, huh?" And like, I was kind of taken back, like, really? You're looking at my underwear? Like, it's not that big of a deal, but I kind of like jumped at her a little bit. I'm like, "So what, you just like looking at people's underwear?" And she gave me this bizarre look, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, "Well, where did you get the cars thing from?" And she goes, "Well, your car antenna has cars on it." And I'm like, oh. I felt like such an idiot. I just felt terrible. And I literally, ever since, and I had seen this girl for years after that, and I never really talked to her again. We never talked about it. We never, like, really talked to each other, but, like, maybe a little bit in the hallway, like, "Hi, how's it going?" But it's, like, super awkward. Oh, man, I was so embarrassed. And I, like, oh, man, I just felt terrible. Like, what a jerk. And I felt terrible ever since, and every time I think about it, now it's funny, right? I mean, like, I've talked about it enough that it's just a funny story. But, like, I can't, like, think about her and get embarrassed. Like, I can't help it. I just... Such an idiot, man. I'm so dumb. I mean, it was just coincidence, you know? She just, the look that she gave me, you know? Just this, like, what? Ah, jeez. So yeah, one of my embarrassing stories for you. The story we shall pass down for generations. Well, there's a few of those stories around here, Kaylee. And your awesome magic tricks. That's a story for another time. Can't give you guys all of my good stories right now. Maybe I should make that a, maybe I should make that a redeemable thing. Story time redeemable. For some points. Want to see a magic trick? Kaylee. Alright, who's it gonna be? They're usually up there.
Loki Roki, how are you? My sweet, sweet girl.
I don't even know what to say. I probably just screamed in the mic now that I think about it. Sorry. Sorry for those of you who have headphones in. I just screamed into your ear.
DB, DB, you sweet, sweet man.
Again! I'll have to come up with something. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest Plucky. So Plucky is brown and is like name tag, her name tag is like brown, but then she's got this cute little like blue hat, chicken head crown thing. Calm down, Satan. She's an old lady. The unwanted ASMR. Hey, you know what? If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. It is what it is. So when I start Final Fantasy VIII, probably this weekend if that's what we end up doing, when we make our final decisions, I'm planning on posting a like a group. I named our like channel points the crystal shards. We may change it later, but it's okay for now. But I can make like a pool. And I think one of the pool items is going to be to be able to switch to a random game. So I think that'll be fun. Where I'll kind of always have a second game system ready to go. So you guys can pool your points together to have me play a random game out of nowhere for 10 minutes. I think it'd be fun. I need to figure out how to do the bot thing. Kaylee, maybe you can help me with that. Since you did the bot in the Discord. It's probably very similar. I'm sure I can figure it out, but, you know, since you already have the knowledge behind it, you know. But there's some things that I want for the bot. I also want to do like a song of the day where you can ask the bot what song I have for today and it'll give you a YouTube link. I think that'd be fun. Busy Sunday, we can do a few things and probably the podcast. That would be fine. I think so, right, Lori? Sunday? Saturday? Is that what she said? Oh yeah, Saturday. Sorry, Keely. I avoid reading at all costs. Yeah, that should be fine, Keely. DB, you're welcome as well. Wasty, if you want to come hang out, that's fine. Busy Saturday? You mean Tuesday? Let's see, what am I doing this Thursday? Lori's free on Friday, so that should work. You were reloading? Oh, Kaylee was telling me that she was going to come over on Saturday, and I was just inviting everybody who I could see was in the chat. So you're all welcome to come hang out on Saturday, or Tuesday, or Friday, or something. ZapNight.exe stopped responding. Yeah, well, it's just how we roll. People come here just to hang out with Kaylee. That's what it is. I don't know. She probably got another boyfriend. Oh, I don't know. A lot of wrong things happened with Shannon. Shannon's our other sister. We don't talk about her. Nah, she was on the stream a little while ago. Lori was saying that Kaylee's really funny. I assume that she was suggesting that I'm also really funny because she said, well, what happened to Shannon? Shannon's not as funny as you guys. She can be. Once she gets out of her serious funk, she can be a lot of fun. Right, Shan? She doesn't have time. She is a parent. She doesn't have time for watching kids play video games. Rex. Hannah who? Once she gets out of jail. Once she gets all of her boyfriends out of jail. Oh, gosh dang it. We don't need flowers. I'm like way behind on tickets. So we should be at 9 right now. Hey, what? Talking to me? Oh. Cats. It's okay, you just startled me when you were like, hey, hey. Is there a fire? Reading must really be a struggle for me? You have no idea, Killy. Why? What did I say? What did I not read? Oh man, I should post that on YouTube. That was hilarious. The song. You know what? I could probably play it for you guys. Oh, Hannon. Sorry. Just start yelling at me, Kaylee. Maybe I'll start to read. Okay, so, a while back, and I say a while back, like a few weeks ago, Lori had a spider fall on her. Towards the end of my stream, Lori had a spider fall on her, and then she freaked out and jumped up and spilled her pop all over the place. Well, after that, I ended the stream, and then I went to bed, and when I was laying in bed, these guys were streaming who takes the comments and turn them into songs. And so I was talking to them about what had happened, and they made a song. Let's see. It's gotta be in here somewhere. I know I have it. Where are you? I have everything else. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I don't think I deleted it though. But man, it was so funny. Oh, I know that I had it because I sent it to DB. I need a little face on top smiling smiling on me. Sorry, I'm conversating with my deities. Yes. Okay. It's not it. I don't think I have it anymore. Must have deleted it like an idiot. Well, poo. I know that I was running out of room. I had it on Dropbox, and it's not there anymore. So, never mind. I guess you guys don't get to listen to it. No. Lori said just sing it. No, it's not going to happen. I've looked in every single folder now. Maybe I put it in Kaylee's folder. No, I didn't put it in Kaylee's folder. I have the Joshua Thug Life video, though. It's pretty epic. It's so good. Bacon Thong song? Sorry guys. I'm just wasting your time at this point. The Animal Crossing deities, yeah. And instead of sounding like the Animal Crossing characters, they sound like the adults in Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Another thing that will be passed down for generations. I know. I can't believe I don't have it. I must have done something stupid with it. I mean, I have it on one of my other computers. For sure. Oh. Womp, womp, womp. I mean, If given a minute, I could probably download it from my other computer. I have the technology. It might bog down our stream if I'm trying to do too many things here. You'll look for it? Oh yeah, because Lori sent it to the group chat too. I forget. I should be able to pull it down pretty quick. Come on. Yep, let's go. Alright, hurry, Danny. Hurry. Oh, why do I have to sign in? It's like, no. You're gonna have to sign in if you want to do that stuff. Yes, fly, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, Alright, who's it gonna be? This should be, yeah, 20? Oh, you already found it? Jeez, Kaylee. Alright, I'll go ahead and play it. Oh, this is the full one. I don't want to play the full one. Alright, let me delete that. I don't want to have to hunt down the part. Okay, I will. Hang on. Hang on. Let me turn down... Well, excuse me. Let me turn this down so you guys can actually hear it. I don't know if I'll get, you know, in trouble for doing this.
Read something that said you're live.
But I mean, it's mostly my story, so like,
test
you know.
number 3. We talk. You type.
You guys hear it? I can't hear it at all. Hang on. Oh, that's because my sound is all jacked up as usual. I'm just full of problems. Just like constantly fighting something. Oh, you could? Oh, yeah, I know why. I can't hear it. Because my sound is very lame. Alright, let's try it again.
And then we sing about it. You talk.
Oh yeah, this is...
We type.
Can you guys hear it okay, or is it too loud?
And we sing about it. Hey, Ken.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, David. What's up,
Hang
David?
on. I'll fast forward a little bit.
Will you be a helper friend? First one in, Danny Robinson.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Danny Robinson.
That's me,
Danny
by the way.
Robinson.
That's me.
First one
Yeah.
in, Danny Robinson.
So yeah, this is about that story. So yeah, I told him on the stream. I told him
Hey, you-
about my story, and then
you
they
should know,
sing the
Danny.
song for me.
If you're the only person watching, this show only works with people
Who
interacting.
are you? You're super cute, Daisy.
Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us. Speak.
Can you guys hear it
speak.
okay? Or is it too loud?
Speak to us,
Okay.
Danny.
Well,
Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us, Danny. Speak to us. Speak. Oh, speak to us, Danny.
he just told us that a spider fell on his wife today from the ceiling. A spider fell.
A spider fell.
This is gonna be my new intro
I
song.
wonder how she might be feeling. It's scary.
Scary spider, scary spider, scary.
Scary.
Scary spider. Oh no. Spider fell on Danny's wife. A spider fell on Danny's wife. Spider fell. A spider fell on
Hopefully no
Danny's
one's
wife.
joining in
Spider fell
while
on
this is happening, because it's very confusing.
Fell.
She spilled pop all over the floor. She spilled her pop all over the floor. She spilled her pop all over the floor. She spilled her pop all over the floor. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
I hope it was a hardwood floor.
It wasn't.
'Cause if it was a
It was
hardwood
carpet.
floor, it'd be easy to clean up.
And I had to clean it up.
And Danny's wife a spider fell, and Danny's wife a spider fell, and Danny's wife a spider fell on Danny's wife. Ah, yeah.
It is so funny. They were on last night, and I missed it.
Spider got away.
Was it last night? Maybe it was
Spider
the night
got away.
before
Thanks,
that.
Danny. Danny's the one person watching. Danny, you have to be here for 1 full hour.
Danny, please don't leave
I
us.
wasn't.
One.
I did. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's really funny. It's really funny. Sorry, I'll bring the volume back up here. Wilbur! Who'd you find? Spike? Oh. I don't know who Judy is. Oh, with the like starry eyes? Where he found Judy. Well, if you can make a quick buck. Who are you? Kid Rock. My outfit is so funny. Your internet is being so dumb. Yeah, well, internet's kind of dumb in general. I look so cool. I kind of look like I could be a singer for the Teddy Bears. I could be in the group the Teddy Bears. Oh, your computer connection is being dumb? Did you try rebooting the computer? I mean, you know, it's an easy fix.
The night that you played, and you got it like on the 5th ticket or whatever. It's like, I don't want to stop.
Yeah, I feel that way. So when you get an animal super fast, or you get a villager that you're looking for super fast, it sucks that, you know.
That's my goal here. Find somebody to make money off of, or I don't really know what my goal is.
I think it makes sense for you to have Sherb on your island, Lori. You need a new Wi-Fi stick? They're not that expensive, Kaylee. They're like 20 bucks. Or you could spend 11 and get a really cheap one, but, I mean... Or we could drill a hole in your floor inside the cabinet. I mean, that wouldn't be that hard to do. And then we could just get the internet straight up into your computer from there.
The problem is, I don't have space on my island for anybody. Like,
So whoever you get, Lori's talking to me in the background. So whoever you get, you practically have to sell someone if you want to keep them in your island.
I'm just doing this for the fun of doing it.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. It's fine.
I should be talking anyway.
You should be talking in the chat.
So far behind.
I know. Well, you don't have to like see it. You just type. Only the iPhone app is 4 minutes behind. Freaking iPhone. You can kind of hear, yeah. I'll just have to rig her up a mic too. I mean, it could be done. We have the technology. Wilbur? I mean, in all reality, I should be trying to get through these as fast as possible, because odds are this is probably my last chance to hunt for the month, unless I want to continue. But after the first of the month, I'm going to want to start playing something else, so I don't know how much time I'll have for Animal Crossing hunts anymore. Nope. Time to leave. So no more talking to him. I'm just going to try and knock out as many as I can for the rest of the night. So you have an empty plot, but you don't really have space on your island for anyone else because you're getting Raymond back. And I'm looking for Spike to fill up my spot. So you're hunting for the fun of hunting, but you're finding people at the same time. And if you find someone, what do? I mean, what other choice do you have but to sell them, I guess? Oh, just for the purpose of getting their picture? Yeah. But then you have to have them... What was that? Did you guys hear that weird accent that slipped out? Then you have to have them on your island for that amount of time, you know? I need to check my tickets again. I have a feeling I'm way behind. Again. Already. The sad part about playing something else, you guys, is I'm not going to be able to just, like, sit and stare at the chat the whole time. I mean, I could, but it'd be a lot more difficult. But, on the flip side of that, we'll actually be playing a game. You have that song stuck in your head now? Every time I listen to it, it gets stuck in my head for, like, days. Spider fell on Dana's wife, spider fell. It's just like over and over and over again. Who is it? Nope, it's a monkey. Ew. Ew. So, Kaylee, it sounds like no one is interested in playing Crystal Chronicles at all now. Like, I'm not even really all that interested. Just like they've completely screwed it up. So, you know, we'll have to decide on something else to play. My guess will be probably Final Fantasy VIII, but, you know. Oh crap, I need to look at my... Yeah, screw Crystal Chronicles. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, if they fix some of the things, ruined your childhood. I mean, we could still play Crystal Chronicles, Kaylee. It just would take a lot of dedication because, like, we can't do it over the internet. So you would have to physically come over three nights out of the week. But, you know, with Brandon working nights or working days, you could do it. So, I mean, it's not completely out of the... Wait until it comes out physically, yeah. I mean, it might. Although, if they've screwed it up this bad, it might not. I can't imagine that they're not going to fix some of the stuff that's wrong with it. Nope, time to go. Let me check my tickets. Oh, okay, I'm right. But again, I mean, you could come over 3 nights a week and we'll play Crystal Chronicles. I'm sure that we could get it done in a month on 3 nights a week for 3 hours. That's my stream schedule anyway, and then maybe a little extra on the weekend. Every couple weekends. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, is that a lot of people are really upset, and there's a lot of bad comments on their social media. ING gave it a 3 out of 10. Ouch. Well, ZapNight gives it a 1 out of... A 0 out of 100. Yeah. Because it's Final Fantasy, you get a point of a point. It sucks because I liked the original game so much. It's so disappointing. So disappointing. Oh, nope. That was, gosh, what is his name? Stu. That one was 5, so this next one will be 6. 326. So if I do end up playing Crystal Chronicles, or not Crystal Chronicles, Final Fantasy VIII, I will have to make a new, like, layout on my screen. Oh, playing with fire there, Lori. Turning that light on and off. Stu Pickles. Just that time it cut a lot of stuff. Well, it cut the monitor, I guess. It's... Yeah, I don't know. Well, it must be alright. Anyway, if we do decide on playing Final Fantasy VIII, I'll probably stream making my layout for Final Fantasy VIII, just because something else to do. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, make sure you're following us and looking out for it. It'll probably be this weekend, And if Keely's coming over Saturday, it'll probably be Sunday that I do that. Queenie! Oh, I told myself I wasn't going to talk to animals. No. No talking to animals. Get me home. It should be space themed. It just kind of depends on what, I don't know. It depends on, it's funny the direction that I take when I'm doing that stuff. Like, I go into it with no plan, and then I start pulling images down, and then, like, it just kind of turns into something. I don't usually go into it with an idea of what I want to do. Kind of like when I did that for Metroid Prime, when I did that live. Same concept. Like, I just start off of the smallest of ideas, and then it just turns into something else eventually. As art does, I think, a lot of the times. I don't know. I guess I don't really talk to artists that much. Gosh dang, batteries. Hang on. But most of my art is usually like, I don't have a plan, but I have a concept, and then I start just doing stuff, and it turns into whatever it turns into. And I don't know, it's part of the fun.
I would love to watch you guys do Pokemon Fusions again with the new Pokemon cards.
Lori wants to see us do Pokemon Fusions, Kaylee. With our Pokemon packs. So we actually went... I have them right here. We actually went and our dollar store sells these Pokemon packs. And there's only 3 cards in them, but they're only $1. So typically there is at least 2 Pokemon in the packs. So for us to just rip open a pack and draw whatever 2 Pokemon are in the pack as a fused Pokemon would be fun. So, you know, thoughts of stuff for future streaming. But I think the last one went pretty well. Like, we using the tablet, I feel like, was okay. They're fun to watch. Yeah, I have, I did make, oh, it's a kangaroo. I did make the Pokemon Fusions stream into a shortened version on our YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, you can check that out. It's youtube.com/ZapNightGaming. And then just look for Pokemon Fusions. You've wanted to work on your Pikachu fusion, but you've been busy. Yeah, I know. You want to fix up your Pony-Dabra? I have to say, I've done all but 2 of mine. I don't know what you want to call it, perfected it, or redrew it, really, was what I did, just like cleaned it up. I did the Mola fish that was fused with Pidove. I did the Brocash, which was Bronzer fused with Wishcash. And then I did the Litwick that was fused with the fairy type energy, because we drew a Litwick card and then we drew a fairy energy and then we just fused the 2 together. But those were mine that I had drawn, and then I went through and like redrew them after the fact. But they turned out pretty nice. That's because I colored most of them during the stream? No, that's not true. I mean, I did, you're right, but it's not like I spent a bunch of time doing it. I just used the paint bucket and dropped colors in. When I went through and remade it, like, I literally, like, redrew the entirety of it. Because everything was just, like, a sketch, you know? When we were doing it live like that, it was more just to get a concept down and then move on. But yeah, we'll do it some more Pokemon fusions eventually. Probably sooner than later, because it's fun. We'll do it on a weekend or something. I don't know what number I'm on. I'll have to look again. It'd be fun to take requests. Yeah, that would be really cool. We would have to have more people in this stream, though, to be able to do that. Over on our Discord, yeah, that's true. We could also use like a random number generator to have it randomly pick 2 Pokemon. I just really like the Pokemon cards because it gives you, you know, it's still random and we have so many, but then you also get a little picture of the Pokemon too, so you don't have to just draw from memory. You have something there to give you a reference of what the Pokemon looks like. I think it helps. Yeah, the cards are a cool idea. Yeah, I like it too. I like the packs. I think it's perfect. Because, you know, bonus, I get to increase my Pokemon card collection, which is already too much. Oh, we already know who it is. But then we also have the opportunity to draw the 2 Pokemon that are in there. Or 2 of the potential 3 Pokemon that are in there. I have so many Pokemon cards, you guys. Like, so many Pokemon cards. Because I still have Pokemon card giveaway. Yeah, we actually have been thinking about that. But I have most of my Pokemon cards from when I was a kid. And then I also have a bunch of cards from just collecting over the years. Like, not like I'm a hardcore Pokemon card collector. Just like, we like opening up packs and seeing what Pokemon and what art there is. So, like, you know, we just, over the years, we've collected a ton of Pokemon cards. And I've actually given a lot away to just friends, like friends who have kids that are into Pokemon. So we've given a lot of my extra cards away. But yeah, Lori spent a lot of money on garage sale Pokemon cards. Yeah, I miss garage selling too, Kaylee. And thrift shopping, and game hunting. But yeah, so this recent set of Pokemon cards that Lori found in a garage sale, there was a handful of duplicates. And we may be giving some of the duplicates away on Instagram. So we'll see. You never miss actually being out in public, but there are some things you risk. It's worth the risk. I don't know if worth the risk of COVID necessarily, but worth the risk of being in public. The heart wants what the heart wants. Pokemon cards. My heart wants Pokemon cards. And video games. And friends. Nope, it's Donkey Kong. We need a Zap Night field trip to bury Dimitri. Oh, Kaylee. I'm saying aw with a smile on my face. That's not very genuine, is it? Aw. Aww. We need a Zap Night field trip to bury Dimitri at video game stores, one leg at a time. He wants his legs spread across all the video games. All 8 of them. That's what Dimitri would have wanted. So Dimitri is Kaylee's recently deceased pet spider, jumping spider. Rest in peace, buddy. He was a hero. He was there when you needed him most, on your garage floor. He got you through some hard times, or something. He was there for a whole month. How long did you have him? It was a few weeks before you went on vacation. Two, maybe 3 months, yeah. Nope, it's a duck. I can't imagine it's been 3 months, though. I know, it's almost September, you guys. It's crazy. Crazy. 2020 cannot go fast enough, though. When I land, I need a reminder. Speaking of reminders, guys, I need help remembering to raid, because every freaking time that I end, my brain is just like, we're done, no more thinking, we can just go to bed now. But I forget to raid, and I want to raid, because it's fun, and, you know, stuff. It helps people out if I can do it correctly. I just need help remembering. So when I'm like, well, that's it, somebody needs to say, we should probably raid someone, I need that. Not that I'm planning on ending anytime soon. We're only an hour and a half in, and I'm planning on going for at least another hour, so. Quarantine has made time go slow, but also fast. It feels like forever, but it feels like you're still in April. Oh my gosh. I can't say I feel the same way. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like time's gone any slower, but I feel like I've accomplished significantly less this summer than what I normally would. Which is weird because it's not like I'm streaming any more than I usually do. So I don't know. You got him around June. So yeah, 3 months. I know, Christmas will be here before you know it. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Christmas magic time is here. Christmas. Like, okay. Christmas is great, but like, the people. Christmas makes me want to not go outside. Christmas is like COVID training. It makes you not want to go outside at all or see anyone. You're also happy for this to be done. Yeah, I'll be happy when it's over too. I can't believe there's so many bands that I was expecting to see this year, and we didn't because freaking COVID. No, like, very, very little live music this year. I can't see who's up there. It looks like a penguin. Who are you? It's most definitely a penguin. Come on, camera. Looks like Cube. Oh, nope, it's a little girl penguin. You love Christmas? I mean, I like the Christmas, like, vibe. And the, like, you know, I like that Christmas spirit. But, man, people during Christmas time are just jerks. I feel like COVID will make a little less packed Christmas. Yeah, let's hope so. Or we'll have a COVID spike. Yeah, you used to like Christmas, but now it's just gotten so bad. It's just like, it's so commercialized anymore that, like, I kind of want to block myself off to the world during Christmas. Walmart won't make their workers work on Thanksgiving this year? That'd be crazy. I think that's been like a staple of Walmart, is that they have to work Thanksgiving because of Black Friday. And Black Friday is now Black Weekend, or week, or whatever. Hobby Lobby had nothing but Christmas stuff. Kaylee. Well, I mean, if you're looking for Christmas stuff, now you know where to go. But yeah, Wasty, I hope that maybe Christmas will be a little more tame this year, but I have a feeling it's not going to make any difference. I mean, the way people are right now, we have a few people who are hairdressers. We know a couple of them. And they have been talking so much about how people, like, they have a sign on their door saying masks are required. And people are coming in without their masks and getting turned away. And they're, like, going crazy. They're getting all fired up about it. And it's like, it's on the door. Like, yeah, you're not required to wear your shoes and, you know, shirts either. But, like, you still have to when you are going into the store. Like, it's just, people are just insane. Like, rules don't apply to most people. You like wrapping presents, so you enjoy Christmas as long as you've got the money to enjoy it. Yeah, I get it. I totally get that. Okay, no problem, Kaylee. You'll chip at Pokemon in the meantime. Well, thanks for hanging out, Kaylee. I do appreciate it. I hope you can get Pokemon done quick. But if you feel like you want to hang out, just let me know. Let me know how things are, you know, tomorrow night or whatever. I don't know. I'll probably not stream tomorrow. Your dad was in a store the other day and saw a woman who didn't have a mask on. And she was walking with her phone up, like she was hoping someone would approach her. That doesn't surprise me. She probably was too, like video recording the whole thing. Yeah, I will, Kaylee. I'll let you know. It'll probably be about the same time, unless something crazy happens at work, which rarely happens. I got yelled at. I got yelled at a gas station, not because of my mask, but because I was holding my cell phone while I was pumping gas. That was kind of awesome. I was sitting there pumping gas, and the lady comes out. She's like, "Hey, sir! I'm like, "Yeah?" She's like, "You can't have your phone out while you're pumping gas." I'm like, okay. She's like, "It could cause a fire." I'm like, "Oh, alright, I will." And it's like, no, that's not true. I think if that was true, there'd be a lot of, like, news articles and stuff about how many fires have been caused due to people setting them with their phones. You've seen people smoking while they're pumping? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, because it was on Facebook that one time. It must be true because she saw it on Facebook. So now it's a policy because she made this up. On top of that, I was sitting on my trunk. Like, I wasn't even... Well, I wasn't sitting on my trunk. I was, like, leaning up against my trunk. So it wasn't even like I was in front of the pump on my phone. I was, like, away from the pump while it was pumping. And yet she had the nerve, the audacity to come out and yell at me about this. Yeah, I know. It's fine. You got it. You just, all you can do is just hurry. Like, I honestly, people who smoke in general kind of gross me out. I'm sorry if there's someone watching this who smokes, but dude, I don't like your body air. Like, that's what it is. I don't want to have to smell your body air. It's like the smell of smoke is kind of the same reaction as smelling a fart. Like, that air has been inside of you, and now it's going into my lungs, and that makes me feel gross. Not just the odor, but like the fact that that odor came from inside of your lungs. Ugh. Body air is gross. And that goes for vaping too. I mean, because it's still body air. Oh man, that sucks. You've hated the smoke ever since you were little because of that. Yeah. My great-grandpa lived to be like 95, and he was a smoker like his entire life. Just some people, you know. I never really liked it, one, because it stank, but two, because I never found it cool, and my circle of friends never found it cool, so it just wasn't something that I was ever into. Your whole house would stink, yeah. Whenever she gave you stuff, you'd have to isolate it. Yeah, I get it. Man. That reminds me, one time, we knew somebody who would, like, restore, or they would clean out houses after a fire. And, one time he gave us a DVD collection, and the DVD box smelled so bad like smoke. Like, so bad, because it was in a house fire. And, we tried so many things to get this DVD set to not smell bad, and no matter what we did, it just smelled terrible. Aw, it's lasagna. My sweet girl. It's not. It's Portia, but, she looks so much like my lasagna. My little puppy. But yeah, like, we tried putting this... It was Smallville, the DVD set or something, but we put it in a box full of, like, laundry things. Not detergent, but the dryer sheets, yeah. And, it didn't help. I think we tried like spraying perfume in it, and you could still smell the smoke over the perfume. I think we ended up just throwing them away or something because it smelled so bad. No, 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 I do want to leave. Gosh dang it. I need to look at my tickets. I have no idea where I'm at. 7, 8, 9, 10, 3. So I should be at I should be at 33 right now. Well, that happened. Lori's over here like, what are you doing anyway?
Shaking trees.
Oh, trying to get pine cones?
Oh, button silencer.
I also kind of think that about when I see people smoking in their cars. I just think, oh, you know how much you just devalued your car? I mean, people don't care, I get it, but... Not that my car is holding any value. Not that any car is holding any value. Nope, but she's super cute. The rhino that looks like a strawberry shortcake. Meringue. Super cute. I was 34. I'm gonna try. If I just focus and change the number after every time, I should be okay. A flaw of yours is to instantly judge someone if you see him smoking. I have the same problem. I used to joke that if you see a hot girl on the street, if she starts smoking, her hotness level just plummets. Like, well, you were cute, and now you're just gross. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. I mean, I have tattoos. Like, I kind of embrace that, yeah, judge me if you want to judge me. So whatever. I mean, I honestly don't care, but I do have that, like, I don't want to judge people just without getting to know them at all, but I mean, you have to base I don't know. It's like a trait just built into your brain. Like, it's hardwired. You can't help but to, profile people. It's just it is what it is. Whether that's, based off of past experiences or whatever, but who's it gonna be? Nope. But a lot like smoking, I mean, I know a lot of people who smoke and they're great people. So, it's not whatsoever a determining factor. It's just, you know, oh, well, that's kind of gross, but you do you, man, you know? I mean, we used to hang out with a couple people who were smokers, and it was kind of awkward because they would have to stop we'd be in the middle of doing something, we'd have to stop so they could go take a smoke break. It's like, all right, yeah, whatever, I guess. There's judgment, but you're a nice person, and you look past it. That's exactly it. I mean, because I think the stereotype for people who smoke are like, yeah, you know, just kind of like gross, I don't know, like bar hopper type people, but like you don't know until you actually get to know them, so. You don't care about smoking weed, it's just the smoking part. Yeah, I totally get it. I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, I live in Illinois, so it's legal here to use recreational marijuana. But like the biggest thing, like I wouldn't mind trying it, but like I wouldn't smoke it. I'd have to find something else. And I know that there is like edibles and crap, but I mean, you know, I just don't know if I want to be able to smell it. It smells so bad. My nose can't handle it, man. I'll just grow catnip and enjoy my cats getting high instead. Yeah. I know it sounds insane. I know it sounds insane because I say it often and I get insane looks, but out of all the drugs, I don't think marijuana is the least interesting to me. Like, I would rather, like, trip on acid, like, seriously, like, I would rather do LSD than marijuana. Just, like, LSD sounds like a good time. I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to do it, but man, it just does. I don't think I'd want to, I can't imagine myself getting addicted to it, but, like, just a one-time, just, like, do it and have fun. Oh, man. I know, right? Until you have that one.
One donut.
Oh, yeah, I mean, from that point of view, Lori's like, it's just one donut. From that point of view, I mean, addiction is kind of tough when it comes to food. I mean, you can't just stop cold turkey when it comes to eating, right? I mean, cold turkey is amazing. You can't just end it. You have to eat. Where, like, if you're a smoker, I could see myself, if I wanted to quit smoking, I would just stop smoking. Like, you can't do that with food, so that's the part that makes dieting so difficult. But bunny trails on the overall talk of doing drugs. What am I talking about? Not condoning doing drugs. I'm just saying if I did do drugs, it wouldn't be marijuana. We don't do drugs. No. I have no idea what it's like to do drugs whatsoever. Your addiction is popping sugar in general. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Maybe that's why you have 3 fillings. Ugh. Yeah. It happens. And that's like the worst too, because it's so good. And it doesn't like... It doesn't affect you, you know, like doing drugs or something like that. Like, people don't see that as like a big issue necessarily. It's commonly accepted, so it's like, yeah, no big deal. Just keep at it. I mean, I've been on a diet now for like 3-ish months, and I've been doing really good, but man, I have to like have like carb-friendly ice cream and stupid stuff because of that very reason. Yeah, mine too. Sensitive to sugars. Yeah. Just sensitive in general. I'm not paying any attention to the ticket numbers. Oh, I know. I'm the same way, Wasty, for sure. Like, it is what it is. Crap happens. And it doesn't really matter how good you brush your teeth, it's just, you know. Adulting sucks. It just does. You start getting old and, like, stuff starts falling apart. I can't just, like, eat pizza without taking, like, a dessert of Tums afterwards. Just getting old sucks. Don't do it. Let's just opt out. Like when your thumb hurts after playing Animal Crossing for too long. True story, for sure. So, like, what was it? Last week? I think? Yeah, it was last week. I was playing Animal Crossing and I was using B to run and then A to hit the buttons, but because I was doing it in such a motion, the next day my thumb started hurting, like I had like sprained something in there, and then like the rest of the week it hurt so bad. Like over the weekend I couldn't even like pick up my phone because my thumb was so like messed up. It still is like not great, but I can at least push the A button again. It's just stupid. Why? Growing up is weird. You could have just ended the sentence there and I would have been like, yep. Hey, thanks. I totally needed a drink too. Whoa. Oh! Did you see me spill half of it on the floor? Oh. Oh, give it a minute or two. You'll see me spill half of it on the floor. So yeah, my awesome Zap Night cup. Oh, you probably couldn't see it very well. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, sorry. Growing up is weird. I didn't even read the rest of it. Because I was so excited to have something to drink. Growing up was weird. Like, I couldn't comprehend being alive after 18. Not in a morbid way, but it's just hard to picture, yeah. See, that concept never bothered me. And it still doesn't really bother. Like, it's weird to think of myself as a 50-year-old man-child. But, like, I mean, I'm in my 30s. I turned 33 this year. And it is kind of weird because I still don't really feel a whole lot different than I did when I graduated, but... Bubba Gump, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. We're playing Animal Crossing and just chit-chatting about whatever. All sorts of stupid things. All sorts of stupid stuff. Same, you feel like a teenager? Yeah. We got spiders, smokers, and death. And drugs. Maybe it's the lack of children. It could be. So me and Lori, we've been married 11 years and we don't have any kids, and we're not planning on having any kids. So maybe that's why we still feel like kids ourselves. Because we haven't raised any kids. I don't know. what's weird is telling people we've been married for 11 years. We are big kids, yeah, I know exactly. How old was I when I got married? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not very good at math. I was... No, I had to have been like 22 or 23. Something like that. Well, yeah. I would have... if I'm 33 now, 10 years ago would have been 23. So, 22. I told myself I wasn't going to talk to animals. Gosh dang it.
No, you were 21 because you hadn't had your birthday yet that year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Lori said I was 21 because I hadn't had my birthday yet. Well, I thought that we had alcohol at our wedding. Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I was age 20 something. Oh, yeah, you're right. I would have been 20. I would have been 22 that year, but I wouldn't have been 22 yet. So I would have been 21. So yeah, there's the answer officially. I was 21 when I got married. Took some time to figure out, but we got there. It makes me feel old. It makes me feel old when I can't figure out how old I was. I can't figure out how old I was 10 years ago. Shoot, I hardly know how old I am now. Like, I still have to figure that out. We're gonna have to look at our tickets again. I have no idea where I'm at. I get all wrapped up in talking in chat, and then I forget to change my counter. How do I forget how old I am? I just do. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking. Because I remembered how old I was until I hit, like, I don't know, I want to say maybe 26. And then I just started losing count. And I don't know why. Like, the months were going by so fast that, like, years, months, I had no idea anymore. And now it's the same way. Like, I have no idea. I just lose track of time. You're still a teenager? Good answer. Well, when you're older, you'll understand. You thought that getting married at 21 was the norm because a lot of your parents got married at 17, 18, or 17 to 19. The idea of being married is weird. You don't want to lose track of time, man. It's tough. Seriously, it's tough. Like, especially the past 4 years since I started the podcast up, time just, like, disintegrates. It just disappears. And, like, I feel like I'm doing the most with the time that I have, but, like, when you start breaking it down into the hours in the day, like, you spend X amount of time sleeping, you spend X amount of time streaming, and then you spend X amount of time doing, you know, driving to work and all the, like, other stuff. Like, that's it. That's your day. You know, you don't have any time. But yeah, since I started the podcast, the months just, like, fall fall away one after another. And it does go faster as you get older, for sure. Yeah, and I think having a set schedule does that to you, too. Wasty, I feel like when we got married, it was kind of awkward. Like, not being married, but like the concept of, oh my gosh, I'm a married person now. But like, I think this is gonna come off cheesy, but I found it as a privilege to get married. And so, like, it came a little bit more naturally, but, like, the first little while, it does kind of seem like, oh my gosh, this is so new and interesting and weird and different. But, you know, we're pretty much... It's so funny because we spend so much time together that we literally... It's not just about completing each other's sentences. We literally don't have to talk. We just, like... No, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a theory that routines make time go faster. Yeah, I totally get that. I'm so cute. No, it's true though. Like... You hope you have a good wife one day. I hope so too. I hope that you find somebody that, you know, you... Lori, she's something else. It's not even what I was gonna say, Lori. You would know that if you would try harder to read my mind. And you've been in a relationship for 6.5 years. I mean, marriage isn't for everybody. It just isn't. I mean, honestly, it's more of a government thing. Like, you know, to make it official, it's more of a government contract. But... I mean, it also, you know, yeah, there's that, like, issue of if you get married and then for whatever reason you end up getting a divorce, then, like, half of everything gets split up, but, like, that's the commitment you're making. Like, yeah, I'm bound to you financially, you know, in every way, you know. So, I don't know. I guess that's the gesture, you know. That's what you're trying to come... Some people just throw it off like it's nothing, but, like, you have to understand... It's like planning to have kids. Like, you have to understand the risks involved, like, who's going to take care of the kids while we're at work? How can we afford all of the diapers and clothes and food and, you know, all of... You gotta calculate all that before just willy-nilly having kids, and same with getting married. You gotta think about that, and so many people don't think about that, and so they get married without realizing that, you know, if this ends badly, it could be a mess in so many ways, especially when kids are involved. You wish most people had that common sense. Man, I know. It's the smart people who do things right, and then the dumb ones do stupid stuff and screw it up for everyone else. Like, the US, or the world, probably didn't have speed limits until one person decided to go 400 miles an hour down a freeway and blew up a school full of kids. And then they're like, you know, we really should slow things down. Ruining the fun for everyone else, who just wants to get to work in, you know, 10 minutes instead of 45. You're more progressive in thinking, while your boyfriend is more traditional. I find value in both, for sure. I mean, the tradition is fun to hold up because it makes it feel like it's official, you know. For example, getting married. Like, I legit sat down with Lori's dad and had a conversation about it, and it was super awkward, and it was really hard to do, but, like, Lori's parents didn't care. They were like, yeah, I mean, we knew you were going to get married eventually anyway. and it just went really well, but the speed limit should be 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're not going at least 1,000 miles an hour, there's something wrong. No, I understand. You're more like, modern way. Instead of following tradition, you just kind of do, I don't know. For example, a traditional way of a relationship would be you meet someone, you date someone, you marry someone, and then you move in. And if you don't follow in that order, something's weird. Like, I moved in with Lori within a few months of meeting her. And my family legit was calling me and like, you really should come home. This isn't how things are meant to be. And it's like, come on, get with it. Like, it makes more sense to do things this way. My mom was going through a bunch of crap, and it was so much easier for everyone. I don't know. But I mean, I think I understand what you're talking about. But again, I find value in both ways of thinking, whether it be you say go for it, don't waste time. Yeah, but you don't really know someone until you've lived with them for a little while. Like, really. I know, like, for one, I know that I don't think I could ever live with my little sister again. I would if she needed a place to stay, but I don't know about her. She lived with us for about a year, and then she moved out because we wouldn't let her friends just come over in the middle of the night whenever they wanted to. So she left, which was fine, but then she ended up pregnant a year later, which I saw coming. Again, I don't know. Planning, I think, makes a difference, for sure. Oh my gosh, Lori. Oh my gosh. I did. I sang Lori happy birthday in the middle of the night just like a couple weeks ago. Maybe last week, I don't even know. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Wasty, for sure. Like taking the names and asking dads for permission. I don't think, like, I didn't have to, right? Like, I didn't have to talk to Lori's parents about it. We could have just agreed to get married, and then she would have told her parents, like, hey, we're getting married, and they would have been fine with it. But it's more of that commitment, going back to that, you know? From that specific scenario. But, like, taking the name thing, I can't really speak to that because I didn't take Lori's name. But I think that kind of goes back to that commitment thing too. Like, you know, I'm willing to, even though in all reality, I joined her family, she took my last name and I don't want anything to do with my last name, to be honest. But like, she took my last name and I joined her family. Like, it's funny. And don't get me wrong, she joined my family too, but I'm so much closer with her side of the family than I am with my side of the family anymore. Yeah, and everyone's situation is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. You do you. Absolutely. You do what makes you feel like, I don't know, what seems right for you. Lori said it. I'm just repeating it. Oh, Wasty. I know. I know. I went through the same stuff. And that was a big problem when I moved in with Lori was, well, the church doesn't see it this way. And it's like, the Bible was written how many hundreds of years ago? Like, come on. But, no. There's value in people who follow it, for sure. But again, that's, you know, to each their own. It goes back to that. Absolutely, to each their own. But I agree. And I went through a very big, like, religious view thought process a few years ago. And I didn't come out the other end the same person that I went into it. We'll put it that way. Yeah, and I feel like that was like the number one issue that I had with the religious community that my family was in. Like, they were not kind to lots of different types of people, and I didn't like that. And it hurt me that they were so, you know, they had so much dogma and so much negativity towards other types of people, and it bothered me. It really, really did. And not that my family are bad people at all, but they kind of held those views of, you know, it's wrong to be gay or whatever, and I didn't like it, and it bugged me. And I couldn't imagine that's, you know, that was the way that the Christianity, you know, the Christian gods wanted it to be, necessarily. I don't know. I don't want to get into a religious thing. I'm just saying that from my point of view, my religious group that my family was involved with was very anti other people in general. Not just the LGBTQ community, but so many different people, and I didn't find it right, so I went elsewhere. But I grew up in it, too. Two youngest siblings who moved in before marriage. And they didn't get in trouble. Yeah, I know. So you shouldn't feel bad about it. I agree. Nope. I know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But we're just here looking for cute animals. I know. And I'm by no means am I against anyone of any religion, because I absolutely believe that every religion is completely 100% valid. And I have my own reasons for that, and we can get into that later. But I want it to be said that my views of my Christianity group has nothing to do with your belief system whatsoever. So it's said. So it's stated. Maybe I should look at how many tickets I have right now. Because I have no idea. Alright. So we should be at... $41. I think I jumped like, what, 5? Something like that. I know, I've been looking. I'm looking for him. Spike. You say do whatever makes you happy. You won't force your opinion on others. Agreed. Agreed, and I think people who do force their opinion on others are jerks. So this would be 42. Yes. Wait. Yes. If I can math correctly... I have no idea. I'm trying, but I can't figure it out. Oh, you didn't take Judy? Come on, Spike. Nope. Anteater. Dude. I saw that orange and kind of had a moment, but nope. Yes, tomorrow is Friday. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm not planning on it. That doesn't mean that I can't. It would be a late stream if I did stream tomorrow. But I don't typically stream on Fridays. No, I mean, just because I need a break. I mean, yeah, because I babysit on Fridays is part of it, but... I mean, there's still... I could start streaming at, like, 8:30-ish, usually, without too much of a problem. But I also like having time off.
You like having time with your wife?
Yeah, I like having time with my wife.
Oh my goodness.
Even though all she does is play Animal Crossing on my days off.
I've seen every gorilla.
You've seen every monkey? Gorilla, specifically.
5 times now.
Lori has a lot to say. She has a lot of feelings.
I don't like gorillas.
She has a deep fear of gorillas. Rooted in a book. A pop-up book.
Oh yeah, the monkey book. I mean, I don't know where that book is. I can show it off, and everybody would understand.
Everybody would understand if we could find the pop-up book that Lori was afraid of as a kid. And now she hates gorillas because of this pop-up book. I mean, they are kind of terrifying. What's weird, though, is people... I don't feel like people find them as terrifying as, say, like a bear. But I swear, I would be happier with a bear, I think, than a gorilla. Like, I don't know. A bear, I think, I could fool into thinking I'm a tree, where a gorilla, no. He just... If he wants to kill you, he will just kill you. Don't get me wrong, a bear could kill you too. They should be equally feared, but... It's a bunny. On Saturday? Probably. I mean, that's the cheapest thing to have when people come over. It's pizza. I guess it depends on... Because didn't we just have pizza last weekend?
Yeah.
We had like a slice of pizza last weekend. Tacos? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, I guess. You Google pop-up books with gorillas and some creepy gorilla. I'm telling you, it would scar little children for sure, and probably most adults too. Are you gonna look for your book? Do you have it?
I only look in one spot, but I
Okay. Lori's looking for the pop-up book to show you guys. There's one with a weird close-up of a face, and the other one is huge with arms. So last weekend when Kaylee was over, we had pizza, and because I'm on a diet, me and Lori are both dieting, we only had like one slice, but we haven't weighed ourselves since, so like I'm curious how that affected the rest of our week. So maybe we'll have to weigh ourselves tomorrow and see if it affected us this week or if we actually lost weight still. I'm down like almost 40 pounds, you guys. It's insane. And I can tell, like, I definitely feel better than I did. Just in general. Nope, it's a monkey, because we're talking about monkeys. You found it! You gotta show us the one. you're no nutritionalist, but one slice of pizza wouldn't do anything. I appreciate it, but it can. Okay, so here's the book. Amazing monkeys. And here's the terrifying picture. Oh, hey, wait. Oh no, it's green screened. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the green screen off for a second. Where are you? Okay, so that you guys can see the creepy book. Okay, so here's the book, and then here's the monkey. Are you guys ready? Isn't that terrifying? Can you imagine? Rawr, 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 rawr. As a little kid, that would be terrifying. Absolutely. I mean, really, it's kind of ingenious that they were able to do this out of freaking paper, but still scary. Oh no, oh, I thought we had a monkey missing. It's just, Thanks, Lori.
yeah.
Now we're doing show and tell, you guys. Oh crap, I lost my counter now. It's alright, it's probably way off anyway. I know, isn't that creepy? So yeah, that picture alone has given Lori a deep fear of gorillas and monkeys. Hey!
Bubblegump, how's it going, man? Thanks for redeeming some of the crystal shards for the demon voice. I hope you're having a great day, bud.
I don't know, I hope that was good enough for you. I just did it because it was something fun to do. I was gonna add in the one for the cats too, but that probably would involve trying to find a cat.
Well, there's usually always one.
Give cats some cuddles.
6 of them.
Yeah, with 6 cats, it's not too hard to find a cat around here. There's usually one rubbing up against me or trying to knock the green screen down.
I think he's behind you.
You're scared now? Well, you did summon the demon, so I mean, what did you expect? I'm trying to type my number into the chat. If you guys think of anything else that I should add for those, let me know. I can't, like, I thought of a few things that would be fun, but I do need to get some emotes in there. Like, I really do. That'll probably be a goal for next week, is to get some emotes. But yeah, like, highlighting the message. I mean, you guys don't really have to highlight the message because I can see all of your messages just fine. And then choosing an emote to unlock is kind of pointless because I don't have any. So yeah, I need some other stuff, at least until I get an emote. I have one unlocked, I just need to draw one up. Hydrate, sweet. So, I have some sweet tea. It's, sugar-free sweet tea, by the way. I'm out. So, if you guys end up redeeming another freaking hydrate, I'm gonna have to have Lori. I'm gonna have to whip Lori to get me some, give me some more. Honey, could you, You're gonna save up now and make me drink 20 glasses? Dude, I could. It's such a good thing that I'm not an alcohol drinker because I would slam them back so fast. I actually, I went to Florida with some coworkers a few years back. And they were, like, heavy into drinking, so they were constantly like, here's another beer, here's another beer. So, like, I have to, like, keep myself under control, because not that I necessarily like drinking, but I just can. So I just keep drinking, and... So what's some weight loss advice for someone who doesn't like the food? That's a good one for Lori, because Lori also doesn't like most foods. So what we've been doing is we've basically found one thing that we really like, and we've stuck to that. Pulled pork, mainly, because pulled pork is relatively cheap, and you can freeze it after you cook it. So it's really easy to go to the store and buy like a pulled pork and then throw it in the crock pot for a few hours. It's more like 10. And then you just shred it all up and throw it in a bunch of freezer bags. And then you can just take one out and have that for your meal. And then they have a bunch of like sugar-free, our diet, by the way, is carb friendly. It's the least amount of carbs that we could possibly have in a meal. But yeah, you really just have to find like just the little bit that you like and then just keep up with that. It gets really boring really fast. But one of the things that I'm learning how to do is to not make food a big deal. And it's tough when, you know, I think our culture, especially in America, food is like the thing. Like if you're going to go out, you're going to go out and have a meal. Like there's very little to do that doesn't involve eating. And so trying to make that shift in my head that food isn't a big deal anymore is kind of a big change. And I think COVID is helping with doing this because nothing is open to go out to eat. And yeah, Lori's got me in there. You're kind of stuck at home and you're stuck making your own meals. And so like having stuff that you can just grab out of the freezer and throw in the microwave really quick to just eat and be done is the best. Yeah, well, and we used to go out all the time. That was like our biggest issue, not only on our diet but on our wallets too. So like we were going out all the time to all sorts of places, having all sorts of garbage. Always finding ourselves at like the ice cream shops and, you know, the donut shops, and it's just a bad cycle. Like, don't get me wrong, we will go back to eating those things, not like we were, but once we make it to a decent weight, we will go back to eating some of those things periodically because we enjoy them, right? But it's about trying to have that, you know, trying to spread it out and make it a specialty deal instead of an everyday thing. I don't know if that's necessarily advice as much as it is what's worked for me. Because, you know, everybody's different, right? I mean, what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another. It's a process. And you gotta find what works for you. But from my experience, the low carb diets work, so I stick to it. And as long as I stick to it, it's fine. But man, as soon as I stop, I just go so fast. I gain it back so fast. I mean, honestly, I bet you could go back in my streams. My YouTube channel, ZapNightPlays, is where I archive all of the videos from our streams. And I think if you go back like 4 months and look at some of those streams, you'll notice that I'm a heavier guy. Like you'll notice it in my face and how I talk, and it's noticeable. I mean, 40 pounds will do that to you, I guess. It's like 30, 35, 40 pounds, somewhere in there. Lunch is a big deal? It's interesting. Lunch is like the least big meal. And it always has been that way. For me, anyway. Interesting. I've always been like heavy on breakfast foods and then like a heavy dinner eater. And then lunch has always just been like, if you have time. Like, even now, I get up in the morning, well, I have to go to work, so that's one thing. But on my way to work, I usually just have, like, a sugar-free tea, and I can get them in those little packets. Anyway, and then I have, like, a breakfast bar, like a carb-friendly breakfast bar, usually Atkins, because they're good, as good as you can get. And it's just something to eat. And then my lunch is three string cheese sticks and 2 beef sticks, and that's it. Like every single day, that's the same thing. Every now and then I'll have like a tomato or something thrown in, but that's all I have. And then I come home to something else, something a little bit bigger. Your parents are self-employed. Nice. So growing up, you'd eat between 12 and 2, and then go back. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Man, I've seen her a bunch of times, too. The kangaroo lady. With her baby. Her baby? I'm missing what number I'm at now again. I need to remember when I land to look at it. I'm gonna say I'm like 2 off. Yeah, I had plans on making either an emo or like the channel points icon or something today, but I ended up spending practically my entire day working on a picture, like drawing. I was digitizing a picture that I drew a while back, and I I didn't finish it, but I got the line art done, and I looked at it on my phone, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like it now. Freaking art. Like, I really liked it while I was drawing it, but, like, I got done with the line art, and I pulled it back up, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it now. Your problem is that you're lazy? Like, you could cook chicken or something, but it's easy to just buy something. That, honestly, was our #1 issue with going out to eat all the time, because you could spend time to make this elaborate meal. You spend, an hour or so making a meal, and then you spend a half hour of it. You spend a half hour actually eating the meal, and then you spend another hour cleaning up the meal. Or you could just go out to eat and spend 1 hour going out to eat and have a meal, pay to have them do their thing. You paid someone else to do your emote because you suck at it? Oh, no. I'm sure you don't suck. Oh yeah, we also got an air fryer. Yeah, that's true. And it's been amazing. Speaking of, that's what we were going to do today, Lori. We were going to make that eggplant. Oh, and I came home late, too. Aw, Zucker. You should bring him back into your town. Yeah, For my entire Zap Night existence, so everything social media, everything on our website, everything on our YouTube channel, everything on our podcast is us. Like, every single thing is us. So there's no reason for me to go out and commission emotes and stuff, because it kind of changes that flow. But, I mean, between me, Lori, and Kaylee, we're all graphic artists in some fashion. And, I mean, we have tons of experience under our belt, so we can come up with something. It's just, we're all lazy people, so. Yeah, why make emotes when we can just sit and play Animal Crossing all day? Speaking of, this might be our last Animal Crossing stream for a while. Because after the first of the month, we start playing a new game for the next podcast episode, so. Yeah, I mean, I might stream a little bit of it, here and there, just to show some updates of the village or whatever, but that's why I'm really hoping to find Spike today. I'm not doing a very good job at trying, but I'm half trying. That's gotta count for something. How did it turn out, though? You made your whole day's worth of veggies and fruits and yogurt. I mean, I don't know. If that works out, it's one way to do it. I don't mind vegetables at all. Like, I really like tomatoes. I'll eat tomatoes like I would an apple. I just... You drank 2 throughout the day? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, that's one way to do it. I guess it just goes back to what kind of diet you want to have. Like, I think one huge thing for me was cutting out the pop. Like, I didn't cut it out. I still drink pop, guys. But I cut it down to diet, which I know is difficult for a lot of people, But once you get used to it, you don't notice. And in fact, it's harder to go back to regular pop because diet is so, like, not syrup. But I was, like, at my heaviest, I was almost 400 pounds. And just cutting out pop, the full, you know, going to diet pop, it cut me down to, like, being around 340, 330. So, like, just that alone brought my weight down significantly. Just as with that being my only change. So, I mean, that's one thing to try and do. Like, if regular pops are a problem, you know, to cut back on that, it really does make a difference. Spinach, carrots, beets, apples, mango, and pineapple. Oh my gosh, I love mango. You love fruit, but you had to add... Oh, yeah, you had to add it to make it drinkable. Yeah, that makes sense. You drink a bottle of pop a day, yeah. See, and that's my thing, too. Like, I can... Again, going back to being able to drink, you know, glasses of anything super fast. I'm like that with pop, too. Like, I can take an entire can of pop down in one breath. Just how I am. But, again, just going to diet changed everything. Well, not everything. It just really made a difference. I'm being very... It changed my life. Just going to diet pop, it changed everything for me. It didn't. It just made it better. I also really like the mixable... the Crystal Light mixable packets that you put in the water bottles. So that's a good substitute for pop. For me, anyway, it was. I mean, it just depends on if you like those flavors or not. I know Lori doesn't really like those, so I get it that people don't. But that's what my tea has been, is I've been getting the pitcher of the iced sweet tea, and there's only like 1 carb per glass, roughly. And, again, I mean, that's still significantly better than having a can of pop that's got, like, you know, a dozen or 2. I don't even know what an actual can of pop is. It's bad, though. It's got a lot. You're great at getting water, but you have a bad habit of grabbing a pop at lunch. Yeah, I'm the same way. I have to have a pop at lunch. It's part of my routines. I have my cheese sticks and my beef sticks, and I have a pop, and that's my lunch. And it's usually while I'm watching you guys stream. Because that's like all I do at work right now. So work, I'm an IT guy, and right now, most of our office is kind of working from home, and things are kind of slow in general. So I literally have a bunch of downtime. Like, people aren't coming to me with a bunch of stuff. They're just, like, leaving me be. So I have a second computer that I have hooked up to my spot, or my hotspot on my phone, so I'm watching streams and doing art and, like, working on podcast stuff, and I'm doing all that while I'm at work, just because I can. But I drop everything that I'm doing if someone comes to me and is like, hey, I've got something. I drop what I'm doing and I help them. So, like, while you guys are streaming, if I just, like, disappear for, like, a half hour at a time, that's usually why, is because someone's come to my office and needed some help with something. But it's pretty cool to be able to just do my thing, but it is very boring. So it's nice when people stream, because it gives me someone to hang out with. I'm gonna have to look and see what number I've got to be over 350 now. I'm just gonna say 350 and see where we're at. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's nice having that downtime, but it can be addicting too. A job that I had, I want to say maybe 10 years ago or so, was very unsupervised. And YouTube was like YouTube was becoming it was before Twitch, before streaming was a normal thing. But YouTube was like huge and like exploding every single day. So I was watching YouTube all the time. And it got to the point where I was like addicted to it. Like I would get to work and I would just watch YouTube all freaking day and I would literally not do anything. And people would need me to do stuff and I would still not do anything. And I actually had to block YouTube on our network because I had to stop. I had to quit it. I had to quit the tube. Where now I don't know if I'm more responsible now or I just don't care as much, but I'm perfectly fine with like just dropping what I'm doing and helping someone or taking care of, you know, my responsibilities are in line with what needs to be, you know. You wish you could have done that in the army? I can't even imagine. Nah, Sergeant, I'm on YouTube today. YouTube has been your main source of entertainment since 2013. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I mean, we were talking a couple days ago when you were streaming about the theorist, game theory. I love that guy, man. I was watching, he came up with some stuff today, or maybe it was yesterday. I was catching up. But it's entertaining. It just is. There's a lot of garbage on YouTube too, so you kind of have to filter that out, but I like getting inspired by other YouTubers too, and that is fun. Like, we watch Evan and Caitlin. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're like a DIY channel, husband and wife DIY, you know, stuff. But then they also stream, and when they stream, they have someone do their supercuts, and they're hilarious. And so I wanted to do supercuts too. So I did a supercut of my Resident Evil playthrough, and it's so funny. It's so funny. But it's fun to get inspired by other people, you know. You break down your what you watch to Let's Plays and people talking about things. Well, yeah, I get it. I think mine are usually more on the science side. I really like watching space stuff, and I'm an IT guy, so I have a lot of like IT things and video game related things. I like watching people mod their game systems in some way, or fixing broken systems. That's fun to me. But yeah, I strongly suggest watching Evan and Caitlin. They're hilarious. They're so funny. They're not quite as funny on their live Twitch. I kind of feel like she gets a little mad at him way too often, or like impatient maybe. I don't know. But I do suggest watching them. I think they're funny. Their DIY projects are usually a lot of fun too. They have a cool like art aesthetic. If you want to see some really good entertainment, though, on YouTube, there's this one, what was its name? Zap something. Zap Night? Yeah, ZapNightGaming. YouTube.com/ZapNightGaming. You might want to check them out. They just do all sorts of weird gaming stuff. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Hey, I'm streaming, I can plug my own content. Oh, Lori, you can redeem them, but you're gonna have to get me a drink. Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsored, right? Thanks.
You get a drink, but I give you.
As long as it's not Diet Mountain Dew, I don't care. But do you really want to waste a precious Diet Mountain Dew on me? Oh, nope, lying. I should look at my... Okay, so I should be at 50 now. Yeah. Alright, so I'm right. I'm spot on.
Next time, they got your water bottles.
Yeah, maybe.
Try and get your water bottles.
Oh, Jinx's water bottles? Or just... I guess I could use Zap Night water bottles. That would make more sense.
So you can actually see it instead of glass.
Yeah, that's true. But the glass is so neat. We have mugs, too. And t-shirts. We're thinking about starting up an order for Zap Night t-shirts, so if anybody wants to jump up on that. You've tried diet drinks and never liked them. Yeah, I know it is difficult for people. Kaylee has a similar problem with diet drinks. It's tough. But man, I can't have regular pop now. When I try and drink a regular pop, it's like, it literally tastes like syrup. Like, it's so sweet and it's so thick. I can't. Man, I feel like I've done pretty good today. I've done 40 in, well, I guess I haven't. I usually can do 40. I can do 20 in an hour. So it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I should be well past 350 by now. Oh yeah, they're absolutely, well, anything can be addicting, right? I mean, literally anything can be addicting. I think the biggest problem with pops is probably the caffeine that's addicting. So also the high sodium content isn't good for you. I mean, the list can go on and on. Like, it doesn't matter what you have. Like, you could talk about, you know, literally any food item, and there's things that are bad with it no matter what it is. Like, you have to eat, though. So, like, if you're not eating just carrots, then it's not a good diet. Except eating only carrots is not a good diet for you. Like, I don't know. I think, you know, doing your own research and finding what you think would work best for you is your best way to go about it. But you have to be serious about doing it too, and it does help to do it with other people, because you kind of, one, you hold yourself accountable with someone else, but also, you know, you can share those victories. You know, like the other day I had someone drop off a box of donuts to my desk, and they sat there on my desk all day, and I'm like, you know, Lori's not gonna know if I eat these donuts. Like, I could just eat them, and I'll pay the consequence of having a few extra pounds gained, or, like, maybe not losing any weight that week. But it's like, no. I'm doing good. Lori's not at home eating donuts. I just throw the donuts away. And they were like garbage donuts too, but like eating too many carrots can make your skin change color? That's insane, but not surprising. I love carrots. I like food. Little did I know Lori was at home eating donuts. I know. So, Wasty, did you decide what you were going to stream next? I know that you were contemplating on it last time you were on. No, you still don't know. Well, I know that I suggested playing Crystal Chronicles. I rescind my suggestion, because apparently it came out and they just destroyed the game. So, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Get your history lesson in. Final Fantasy is an RPG series, and it's typically turn-based, even though the more recent games aren't turn-based necessarily, they're more action-based. But yeah, Final Fantasy is traditionally turn-based. However, the spin-offs are usually something else entirely. So like Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics is strategy. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is more of an adventure game. And so on. But like Crystal Chronicles came out originally on the GameCube, and the fun catch behind it was, is that Norma? I don't think it is. Is it Norma? No, it's not. So Crystal Chronicles had a neat thing to it where the only way to play with multiple people was to have the Game Boy Advance attached to the GameCube, so that each player would have their own menu and screen and everything to show stats. And then you could like roam around the world as a team and fight the dungeons. Well, it recently got remade for the Switch and the PS4. I don't know about Xbox. But anyway, they made it so that it's cross-platform to play, and you can play online with your friends. And that concept sounds amazing until you realize the limitations. One, it's region locked. So people in Japan can only play in Japan. People in the UK can only play in the UK, and so on. Also, if you're the host, like say I hosted a game and you guys came in to play with me, only I make the story progression. You guys just join in while I do the dungeon. And that's no fun. Like, we all should be playing as a group and playing and going on these adventures all together instead of this, like, you know, okay, I got the story for Dungeon 1, now, you know, we're gonna jump and have Player 2 do Dungeon 1, and then we're gonna go to Player 3 and do Dungeon 1, and then we're gonna go to Player 4 and do Dungeon 1. It's just garbage. Like, it's a stupid way to do it. And that's, like, the biggest problem with it right now. So, not a lot of people who have bought it are upset. I originally had pre-ordered the Japanese version because Japan got a physical release, where everyone else got a digital release. And being a game collector, like, I wanted the physical edition, except I found out that the physical release didn't have the English translation on it. So that, I didn't want to get that. And it was region locked, so I didn't want to do that. So I canceled the game, I canceled my pre-order, and then the game came out today, and then come to find out, like, everyone hates the game. So now I don't even think we're gonna buy it. We're not gonna play it for stream. We're not gonna play it for the podcast. So, yeah. Pretty much me wanting to play Crystal Chronicles is dead, unfortunately. I could play the original on the GameCube, but it's way more fun with more people, and the majority of my friends don't live near me. Like, we all live across, you know anymore, just like most people on Twitch. Like, we're all over the world, so, like, the people that I've met that I would actually want to play with aren't local. So to play the GameCube version, even though I have everything to play, I don't have any friends to play it with. I have, like, Lori, I'm sure, would play if I forced her to. Kaylee would play, but it's so much easier with more people, and it's more fun with more people. And get Dead by Daylight? Yeah, I should. Don't they have that for the Switch now, too? I think they do. Maybe not. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Do they? It's just, I don't know. I really enjoyed that adventure as a group, you know? You almost got Dead by Daylight at a garage sale? You should have. What was it for? I guess it depends on what it's for, because Dead by Daylight is an online-only game. Oh, that's why you didn't get it? Yeah. It's online only, so, like, if you get it for the PS4, you have to have the PS4 online subscription, and we only have the Switch one. And I don't know if I can justify buying the online subscription for one game. Nope. I would rather just get Fall Guys on Steam. Just because, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna spend the $20 to buy Fall Guys and then play it for a little bit, and then everyone's gonna get bored of watching Fall Guys on Twitch, like I am, and stop. And then here I will have bought Fall Guys, and it won't mean anything until Fall Guys, like, Season 2 comes out, and then you'll probably have to rebuy it again and all that crap. I wanted to do it last weekend, but it didn't turn out that way. I wanted to do it this weekend, but it doesn't look like it's going to turn out that way either. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I love the concept of Dead by Daylight. Like, you know, having someone be the monster. Like, that's such a neat concept. And then having to sneak around and save other people and stuff. I've seen gameplay of it. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna guess and say we missed maybe one. When I first started doing the hunts, I was really good at counting every single one, but, like, I've slowly gotten relaxed, and I've slowly just been focusing on the chat, so now it's like, talk in chat first, and then play game as a secondary thing to do. Although, I have a feeling the majority of the people that are watching Twitch because they like the host and they like chatting with the hosts. So maybe that's why you're here, because you like hanging out. You're new here? Well, funny you should ask. Zap Night is a podcast where we play video games from beginning to end for a podcast episode. This month's podcast episode was on Animal Crossing, and we did something a little bit different where we talked about Animal Crossing first, and then we played it because Keely didn't finish Pokemon last month. So if you want to listen to that podcast episode, you can check it out at any of your favorite podcast apps or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ZapNightGaming. Yeah. And that's what we do. We play video games, then we talk about video games. And we talk about video games while playing video games. And we collect video games, which is our Instagram. Ah, man. Instagram, by the way, ZapNightGaming on Instagram. Lori takes most of those pictures because she is awesome. I forgot to post a picture on Instagram today, Lori. Can you believe it? Heyo. I'm gonna be so bloated. I'll have to bump that up to like, I don't know, 800 or something. So our next game right now looks like it's going to be Final Fantasy VIII. We've been playing all the Final Fantasy games in series, so like we started with 1 and we've played 1 all the way through up to Final Fantasy VIII, so that'll probably be the next game that we're going to play, which will probably start next weekend. Or not next weekend, next week. So I hope that you guys are down to hang out and watch some Final Fantasy. I enjoy the Final Fantasy series, but I'm really nervous about Final Fantasy VIII. If you've never played a Final Fantasy game before, I don't know, I mean, it still is fun to hang out. But Final Fantasy X is probably the best one to start with. 1, because they've ported it for like every game system. And 2, because it's all like voice acting and it's a pretty simple game to pick up. So, you know, you enjoyed 8 and 10. Oh, you enjoyed 8. 10 is in your top 5. Yeah. I'd say my top 5 Final Fantasy games is... Danny, drop the flowers, please. Why do I have a bunch of weeds, too? Oh, hey. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, obviously. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. Even though, I don't know if it's technically the best, but it is my favorite. Gosh, Final Fantasy XII is really good. No, I don't think I would put 6... I don't know, 6 might be like at a lower... Are we talking like main series? Like, if we're talking main series, it probably would be 7, 7. Sorry, I'm thinking way too deep into this because no one really cares that much. Just 7. Yeah, 7 is my top 5. And then after that is the rest of them. Tactics is probably your favorite. Type 0 is really good, man. Do yourself a favor and play Type 0. You will enjoy it, I guarantee. Yeah, Type 0 is in my top 5, absolutely. My top 3, it's so tough because they all, like, I like them for different reasons. I would say Final Fantasy 7 is up there. I really liked 15. And probably 10. I really liked 13 as well. I would say that would be in my top 5. And maybe... Final Fantasy... Between Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 9, somewhere in there. 15 was a love-hate for you, yeah. If I had to choose my top 3, yeah, I would say it would be Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy, you thought that I liked it. 6 is really good. I really liked 5 too. It's easier for me to tell you which ones I didn't like. I really didn't like Final Fantasy 3. I really didn't care for Final Fantasy 4. I didn't really care for Final Fantasy. I'm really nervous about Final Fantasy 8. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it very much, but we'll see. From what I know of it, I'd say Final Fantasy 8 is on my low end. %75 is great, and then it slowed. Yeah, and I think that the problem was the first majority of it is so like open and free, and then you get to the like linear stuff and it's not as fun. Like the final dungeon is so dumb where you have to go through and like unlock all of your characters, and it's lame. But I mean, overall the game is a lot of fun. It's so satisfying, that like warp technique and the crackle. Oh man, it's so cool. It makes you feel cool when you play that game. The time travel killed it for you. Yeah, I get that too. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about 7. Like, I loved 7 all the way through, and then they did this weird, crazy, stupid thing at the end, and I didn't like it anymore. Horizon Zero Dawn is cool, yeah? Yeah, you like that game, Lori? Oh man, I cannot wait to play Chrono Trigger. I have a strong feeling that I might give it all 10s for my score in Chrono Trigger. You loved the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake? I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. It gives you the feels. I kind of thought about playing it again. Not to play it all the way through, but to like collect all the stuff. But you know, I'm limited on time that I can play. So, there's that. I mean, I could change my schedule to be all week, and then I do nothing but stream. I don't even know what I would do if I didn't have the podcast to keep me on a game. Like, I feel like I'd be all over the place with what I played.
And
Right, right, and that is one of the big reasons why I made the podcast, because I was playing all these games, like, I'd play, like, maybe half of the game and then just stop and play something else, where now for the podcast, I'm playing a game all the way through. I'm dedicating my time to finish a game, and that does feel great, but man, to be all over the place with video games and not finish them would just, I don't know, it'd be tough. See, I don't know what I would do if I was just a streamer playing games. I guess I would just be playing whatever was the most popular, I guess. I don't know. I guess it goes back to I'm streaming because I would otherwise be playing these games alone anyway, so I may as well be streaming it and hanging out with people. And I have the technology. I'm good with tech stuff, so it's easy enough to get all of this set up. And it's like we have the like perfect niche of tool set and skills to be able to do streaming on our own. Like, I know all the IT stuff, like hardware and setting up the streams, and then Lori's really good at all the graphic work, and Keely's really good at designing stuff, and, you know, it's nice to have this group of people who it just so happens that we're all really good at these things. On a side note, Lori says,
Ribbit, I'm going around my island and doing this, and there's no way he'd be moving out because I have an empty plot. So I talked to him, and he's like, oh my gosh, I lost my notebook. I have been around my island like 5 times. I cannot find his notebook.
so one of Lori's villagers lost his notebook, and she's been walking around her island for quite a while trying to find the notebook and can't find it.
Aw, Walt is playing the ukulele.
Aww.
I have a feeling it's like up on one of my shelves.
Oh yeah, probably. Or behind a tree or something stupid. So DB, yeah. Play Type 0. Just do it, man. Find it at a if you don't already have it, find it at a store. It's probably only like $10. You have it. Find it at a store near you. Or you can find it at ZapNight.com. No, you can't. Yeah, it's such a good game, man. It's so good. The story, I don't even feel like the story is necessarily the highlight, though it is, like, very interesting. It's a little bit kind of war-esque. Good. But it's not, like, super heavy in the war side. How's the combat? The combat is very similar to, I'd say, Final Fantasy 15. It's action based. It's definitely not turn based at all. It's action based. But you have like a whole slew of characters to work with, and every single character there's 13, 14 characters, 15 characters, something like that. You get a ton of characters that you can play as because it goes by the deck of cards. So, like, there's a character for each deck of card, or for each card in the deck. And, every single one has a different weapon that they use, so their fighting style is a little bit different. Yeah, you definitely should play it, man. If you're looking for a good game to play, that's a really good game. But the story kind of revolves around, like, the mystery of why they're the only ones who can use magic, and like the messed up reason behind it. Man, it's so good. And then you can go around and like talk to everybody and get side quests and get like it's made for the PSP, and you can tell, but the HD version really did a pretty good job at like cleaning it up and making it look good. But it's just fun to I don't know, it's a fun game. They did a really good job. I really want to play it again. It's on my backlog, man. The last time I played it was when the PS4 came out. Like, I bought my PS4 to play this. Well, no, that's not true. The PS4 that I bought came out about the same time that the Type 0 came out. It was... More than likely, it was our first PS4 game that I played. I bought my PS4, I bought the 20th anniversary PS4. That was my first PS4. And that was the reason why I bought it, was because they had released this special edition PS4. And I'm so glad I did, because it's holding value, but it's just sitting on the shelf collecting dust now, and it's kind of sad. Dust, paw prints, and like cat buttholes. Gross. Yeah. See, because it's on... So I have a shelf over on the side that has all of my systems on it. And the cats love walking on the shelf with all the systems on it. And they love laying and sitting on my special edition freaking PS4. And so one day I was going up there and I was kind of cleaning the dust off of them. And I'm like, what is this stuff on the PS4? I'm like... It's cat poo. On my PS4. So I scrubbed it off. And now I need to put that PS4 in a closed display case, but I haven't done it yet. So that's on our list of things to do if we ever get a chance to clean anything ever. It's cat poo on my PS4. The buyer doesn't need to know that. So true. Well, I'm not planning on selling it anytime soon, and if I did ever sell it, I would probably scrub that thing as clean as I could possibly get it. Because it's worth... I wish it was worth more, but it's worth about $1,000. I mean, for a PS4 to be worth more than $500 is decent. But I can only imagine that it'll hold value over the years as long as I keep everything together. Nope. Oh my gosh, it is 11 o'clock. Jeez. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm at 3:58. Maybe I'll do a couple more. I don't want to fly. I was really hoping to find Spike today, you guys. I don't think it's gonna happen. We spent more time talking about all sorts of craziness. But I've appreciated you guys hanging out. It really does make the difference. Because otherwise I would just be sitting here talking to myself, which is what I had done, you know, for the past 4 years, up until this year, when I finally found some friends that would hang out with me. Otherwise, it was just like me, and every now and then Kaylee would jump on, or I would get a random person to stop by.
There was this excellent softball manual.
Oh, excellent softball manual. Good. Well, I'm glad you got that back. Nope. That's the sad chicken man. He kind of looks like the chicken from Family Guy. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes!
You alright over there? I don't know if Lori was very excited about the chicken or what. You're heading to bed? Okay, Wasty, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it.
I just got my last reaction.
Aw, good job, Lori. Lori just got her last reaction. Yeah, Wasty, it's no problem. My next stream, I'll probably be streaming sometime this weekend. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm gonna guess probably not. Yeah, it's midnight there. Yeah, I know you're on the east side. I'm in Chicago area, so Central Time here. But yeah, no problems. Enjoy your evening, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye-bye. I'm glad you didn't buy Crystal Chronicles, DB. I was really worried about that. I was gonna buy it just because you bought it, if you had bought it. Like, because we built up this hype to play, and then, you know, I had full intentions of buying it. And then the news started breaking about how terrible it was and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, but you had kind of talked about pre-ordering it like last night. So I'm like, man, if DB bought it, I'm going to have to buy it just because I'm the one who hyped this game up. And, you know, I would have felt bad if you had gone and bought it and then nobody else bought it to hang out and play with you. So I was totally going to buy it anyway and just figure it out. Like, we would have figured it out. But I'm glad you didn't, because it really, I don't know. I'm kind of on the side of not wanting to support their garbage. Nope. Yeah, exactly. If they can fix some of their BS, it might be worth playing. Or if they release a physical edition. I would probably still buy it if they released a physical edition of it. As is. Like, I would be fine with that. Just because that's how I am. That Atari system is coming out soon too. This year, it's supposed to be released. I pre-ordered that when they had the Indiegogo, the Atari CVS or I think it is CVS, CRT. No, I don't know. ACS? No, I think it starts with VCS. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right. The Atari CRT. But yeah, so I'm excited to get that. I mean, it sounds like it's just going to be a streaming box. But, I don't know, we'll see. I pre-ordered it like way back. It's been like, man, it's been a long time. Say maybe 2 years? Maybe more? I don't know, this might be 360. It definitely has Plex on it. They announced that just today or yesterday. But, I mean, Plex is on everything, so you don't need to buy an Atari game system just to have Plex. But I'm curious what kind of, if they're gonna have any, like, exclusives. I don't know. It'd be kind of neat if it was more like an indie game system, because I'd play that. Although that's essentially what Steam is, right? Like, just an indie game system. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really bought it for the novelty of, you know, the Atari coming back, but I can't say there's been any news about it that has been like, oh, what? The Atari's doing what? It's just been blah. I think I'm actually that red. Ugh. The Atari brand sold most of its properties? I think so. I think what's going on is somebody is rebranding the Atari to try and build up its image again. But I don't think it's the traditional Atari that, you know, I don't think anybody behind the original Atari, like, developer or developed team is behind the new Atari. I think it's all been ported over to somebody else. So yeah, essentially it's not really Atari, but they're trying to rebrand it. And they're giving it the same look as the Atari and stuff. I mean, it'll still be interesting either way, but it may just turn into kind of like a stream box. But we'll see. If I ever get it. Did you see that thing that I tagged you in? The Dreamcast, like, it was a giveaway that I tagged you in on Instagram. But it's the little Dreamcast, like, memory card. I actually bought one of those from that guy. And I should be getting it by the end of the month. I'm really excited. So I should be getting it this week. I doubt it. Maybe next week. Yeah, they're super cool. They're super cool. They play, like, I think they play all the Nintendo, all the Game Boy, and I think it'll play Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo. I think, like, all the stuff from, like, the Super Nintendo and Genesis era and back. Like, all of that. I know, that's what I'm hoping for, Lori. I'm hoping to see Spike. I need to be going to bed. Now that it's past 11 o'clock. Nope. Next island is Spike? Okay. I bet you're right, dude. I should check and see what number I'm on. Oh. I wasn't paying attention, and my earbud cable like wrapped around the thumb grip and clicked the button for me. So yeah, that's what happens when I'm not paying any attention. I don't even know what I was thinking about. I was just drifting off into space. What are you freaking out about? What are we doing? Oh, he was going into his explanation. Nope. Not this island. Sorry, guys. You're a fraud. You're a phony! Big fat phony! Family Guy references. We've seen like every episode of Family Guy, aside from the most recent ones. I wonder if there's any recent Family Guys. We used to watch Family Guy like non-stop. That was always like our background thing. Like we'd be doing stuff and watching Family Guy in the background. Now I don't really do anything aside from streaming. You recently watched Umbrella Academy? I've heard pretty cool things about it. It looks pretty neat. I'm gonna have to look and see what mile ticket I'm on. I know it's past 60. I'm gonna guess it's 62. Oh hey, Epic Games has their free games today. Today they start. I don't care about. Let's see. Hitman is free, and Shadowrun Collection is free today on Epic Games. Epic Games is amazing, cause they because they give away so many games. It's insane. I have like my Epic Games collection is like 150 now, and I haven't bought a single game. Shadowrun was good. Well, I'm about to download it. Or, well, I'm about to put it in my library. I don't actually download anything because I don't play anything. But I have it in case I ever want to play it. I can't purchase it this time. Why not? What happened? Sorry, I guess I'm not going to buy Shadowrun Collection. Oh, here. Let's try again. Alright. Maybe this is the one and I'm sitting here buying video games instead. Apparently they have too much traffic right now to be able to buy that game. Nope. It's a squirrel. Let me check my thing. Whoa. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm way off. Double lane. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because it's not free just today. It's free until next Thursday. So I mean, I have all week to order it up. Yeah, there it goes. It went through that time. So yeah, man, if you don't have Epic Games, I suggest it because they have free stuff a lot. It's crazy. It's usually like 2 or 3 games. And then they, like, during Christmas, I think they have, like, every day you get a couple of games. It's nuts. And I've gotten some really good games through there, like Axiom Verge, and I think I have Gris. A bunch of, like, indie games typically are the free ones, but, you know, they're usually really good. I got the Samurai Showdown collection free through them. I don't know. Yeah, dude, you're not wrong. Indie games are amazing anymore. They're the only ones that can, like, really give you that original old school gaming experience that right now we desperately need as gamers. Alright, is this the one? No, it's not. Tiptoe. Oh man, me too. I really should stop. I think I am gonna quit. I tried. Oh, 65. 65. Alright, we are going to end it here. Guys, thank you all so much for hanging out. You're going to 24-hour stream of Crystal Chronicles. Strike, yeah, for sure. Dude, I'm so upset about that. I wanted to play that game so bad, and I was so excited to play it and have that experience again, and then they just had to kill it.
Rip that out of your heart.
Yeah, rip that out of my soul. It's just, yeah. All right, well, we're gonna end it here. DB, man, thanks for hanging out. Lori, thanks for the sub that I paid for, kinda.
Do that with my own money.
Oh, well, I guess maybe.
My hard-earned money.
Your hard-earned money of playing Animal Crossing all day? No? Yeah, DB, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I know I say it a lot, but dude, I seriously mean it. It'd be kind of boring if it wasn't for you guys hanging out. So, All right, I'm gonna call it a night. Enjoy whatever you have left of yours, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.